Welcome back, baseball fans. Okay, we are resuming a fall league now. And this is the 1976, 7, 8, 9 fall league. It looks a little different than the summer league that wrapped up. We have the schedule is a lot different. The schedule is 7 individual series. You play your division best of 5 twice. So best of 5 against your division, 3 straight series. Then the 4th series, you play the adjacent division 4 games. 4 games. It can end either a 2-2 split, 3-1, 3-0. If you go 3-0, there's no game 4 because I don't want to see any teams go 0-4 or 4-0, which would kind of skew the overall result. So 3-0 would be enough. Here's sort of a micro version over here. Actually, that's not accurate. This is from a different year. This is the schedule. This is the pitching rotations. Right now, I'm in the 4th series. All of baseball has played within their division once. So we're in the 4th series where we play across divisions for up to 4 games. Then there's a break. After the break, it happens again in series 5, 6, and 7. Then it's pretty simple. There's just a wild card game. There's no postseason, just a single wild card game between 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then you have your divisional is best of 5 instead of best of 7. Then your league championship and World Series are best of 7. 7 games for the LCS, 7 games for the World Series. It's roughly about 40% as big as the summer league that I play. And it will ultimately cover a different era, 4 years with a 4-year buffer from the other league. So it's 76, 7, 8, and 9. And we have a game to play today. We are in the 4th game between the Padres and the Phillies. And then game 1, San Diego with Randy Jones won at home. Phillies won the next 2. So San Diego is trying to get a split, an even 2-2 split, and the Phillies are trying to win the series 3-1. Now, overall, at this point, it's very early, but we can look at the standings here and see that the Phillies are 11-3 very early on, and the Padres are actually 6-8, not as bad as they normally are. So here's a fun little regular season baseball game in the Fall League. Today's starting pitchers for the Padres, Dave Freisleben. For the Phillies, Steve Carlton. And let's get started. Gene Richards leads off and strikes out. Mike Tyson strikes out. Dave Chalk bounces to short. This is Boa. Makes the play. All right. Gary Maddox. 1-2. Fouls with the catcher plus injury. That's not what we wanted. This is the .330 hitting 1976 Gary Maddox who just got hurt. So they'll send Greg Gross in a center field. That can't be good. They got to find another outfielder. Oh, Lozinski will play left and Johnston will play right. So they need a new DH. And that new DH will be Vic Correll. Sure, why not? Vic Correll. All right, Larry Boa, 2-4, bounces to first, and Greg Gross walks, and Lozinski flies left. Bobby Bonds, 1-7. Let's look at Bonds' card. Guy bounced all around Major League Baseball, and he was with the California Angels in 1977. But I feel at liberty that I can put Bonds anywhere I want, because he bounced around so much, and the Padres certainly could use help, and they got him as a free agent. So Bobby Bonds signs with the Padres. Here's a 1-7 home run, and it's 1-0 Padres. Johnny Grubb. Let's look at Grubb's card. He was a Cleveland Indian. He had played with the Padres, though, but in this card, it's triple and 18, a triple. Lynn Jones, 1-9, base hit to right field. They're all over Carlton in the second. Enzo Hernandez with a base hit. 2 on for Cito Gaston. He was with the Padres back in the Summer League, and he's still there. 3-12, lines of third. Oh, lines to a double play. And with 2 outs, it's Skaggs. 2-5 single. And Gene Richards. 5-10, 111 double. That is a single at that. That'll score that guy. Runners in the corners for Tyson. Rolls the first. 3-0 Padres. Jay Johnstone with a base hit. Mike Schmidt, 1-2. Oh, we're getting hurt here. Flies to left, and we lose our third baseman. Okay. Oh, Hector Torres can play third base. I don't think the Phils are going to win this game. Something about losing Gary Maddox and Mike Schmidt in the first 2 innings, and you're down 3-0. So, there's that. Wayne Cage, 2-7 K. Bob Boone, 49 walks. And with 2 outs, it's Will Fong. Flies are right. All right, we go to the third. It's Chalk, 2-8. Base hit. Bonds, 48, walk. Carlton's got nothing today. Grubb, 2-6, single to 1. No, didn't get it. Lynn Jones, short A. Okay, 3-0. All right, here's Vic Correll, 69. That's going to be a double off of the pitcher's card. Larry Boa, 48. Flies right. We got Greg Gross, base hit in the left. Correll on the corners. Greg Lazinski, 67 is a K, and with 2 outs. Jay Johnstone, 35, single to 1, lines out. All right, 3-zip in the fourth. Enzo Hernandez, 36, short. Cito Gaston, 39 left. And Skaggs. Pitcher, Carlton. I also have the E ratings in this era in this column right here. Transcribed from cards or calculated into a separate spreadsheet. So I can look and find Carlton's E rating right here is an E0. E0 home teams I don't even roll. Another one of the home field advantages I've built into the league to speed things up. Mike Schmidt. You can make your error on the road. Well, you didn't make an error. You're an E0. Never mind. Mike Schmidt. 3-11. It's not Schmidt. It's Torres, of course, because remember Schmidt got hurt. So 3-11 for Torres is a roller to the mound. Wayne Cage flies to center. Bob Boone Ks. 3-zip in the fifth. Gene Richards, 39 walks. Tyson, 68 singles to right field. Who's out there? A -1 arm. Richards is going to try and go to third base, and he does. Runners in the corners for Dave Chalk. They got to bring it up. A bunter, sac fly to right, and we got a 4-0 game. Bobby Bonds, 1-8, homer again. Bobby Bonds making a statement here in Philadelphia. It's 6-0 with 1 out. Johnny Grubb, pitcher. Lynn Jones, 46, is strikeout. Rob Wilfong, 6-0 game. 47, single 1 to 13 is a base hit. Vic Correll, 43, bounces to first. And, oh boy, Gene Richards is over there at first base. Well, he's got a first baseman, Smith. Let's see what happens. Base hit, ... Correll, you have runners on the corners. The ball trickles into foul territory. For Larry Boa, you got to bring it up with one arm up and holding. Boa, 5'10", third X. And this is Chalk to 2E25. And that's going to be a good choice to first, second, and third for Gross. There you go on to play back with the big lead. 47, single 1 to 13. There goes the shutout, base hit. First and second for Luzinski, 2-9K. And with 2 outs, it's Johnstone. 5'10", third X again, and this is going to be an error. And suddenly, the bases are loaded for Hector Torres instead of Mike Schmidt. 1-9 is single 1 to 3, and Hector Torres gets a 3. Let's look at Hector Torres' card. just because. So that's a single there, and that'll score the next guy, this guy. So now you have 1, 2. Did I miss the guy here? Correll? Oh, I'm sorry, Correll scored. Yeah, Correll scored, not that guy. So you have Gross, Johnstone, and Torres on the bases in a 6-2 game. The tie run is Wayne Cage in a 6-2 game. 49 off Freislavin is a base hit in left field. And this game just got interesting suddenly. And that will score Gross and Johnstone. 14, 15, 16. He's going to run off the grub arm. And he scores. And just like that, the Phils are back in this game. 6-4. Hector Torres holds at second, though. Johnson and Cage is at first, and it's Bob Boone with 2 on and 2 outs. Padres cannot get out of the 5th inning. Bob Boone bounces a short, but we got a ball game, 6-4. How about that? Carlton in the 6th. Enzo, 3rd X. This is not Mike Schmidt, though. This is Torres, 4-18. You can actually see it right there. He's at 4-18, and he makes the play. Enzo. Gaston, 56, 2nd X. This is our boy Wilfong. He's a 3-13. He makes the play. And with 2 outs, it's Dave Skaggs. 3-11, strikeout plus injury. Wow, we're losing players left and right. Skaggs gets hurt, and Ashby will have to come in and catch. Alan Ashby will catch for the Pods. He only batted left-handed this year, by the way. He was a switch hitter for much of his career. 6-4. Wow, what an interesting game this is, suddenly. Bottom of the 6th, Wilfong leads off, 5-11, flies to right, and this is Bonds, a 2-5 in right field. Oh, it's a single. And the tie run is Vic Correll in that leadoff spot, vacated by the injured Maddox. 48, fly to left. Boa, 55, center. And with 2 outs, Gross, same thing, center. 7th inning. Carlton's the starter 8. He's given up 6 runs, but he's Carlton. He'll keep pitching. Gene Richards. 35 is a base hit. He's not gonna try and steal. Mike Tyson. 34 pops to first. Dave Chalk, 69, center. And with 2 outs, he's gonna try and steal off of Bob Boone. That was not a smart move because Boone's got a good arm, and he's out. So Padres, with an injured player, a little hesitant in bringing in guys. Who'd they lose? They lost somebody. Oh, they lost the catcher. They're not really concerned. Yeah, I could put Mike Hegan at first base. We'll do that for Gaston. And let Gene Richards play DH, where he belongs. 6-4 in the 7th. Lozinski, Johnstone. We're going to hook Freislavin. He's been kind of whatever. We got Al Downing and Foucault in the bullpen. So here comes Al Downing. He kind of bounced around baseball. He's with the Dodgers, I think the Braves. Let's take a look at Al Downing's card. There it is. And it'll be Luzinski in the 7th. 38 is okay. Johnstone bounces to short. We have Ozzie Smith. No, we have Enzo today. Ozzie's on the bench. Enzo's a 3-16. Nice to play. And Hector Torres. 48. Single and 11 is base hit. So, the tie run will bat with 2 outs. Wayne Cage, candidate lefties. You know what? You may as well let him bat. He's got walks on his card, and a walk will be good and get the lead run to the plate. So Wayne Cage, 34, bounce at the second. Didn't work. Okay. You know, Carl's given up 6 runs. We're going to hook him after 7. It was not a very good performance. We're going to have Willoughby. Old Jim Willoughby will pitch the 8th inning. And he'll face Bonds, Grubb, and Glenn Jones. Here's Bobby Bonds looking for homer number 3. 1-2, missed it. Flies to left. Johnny Grubb, 64. Bounces to short, but this is Boa. And with 2 outs, it's Len Jones. 64, bounces to short again. Again, it's Boa. Bottom of the 8th, 6-4. Al Downing still in there. Bob Boone, 36. Bounces to short. Will Fong. Well, he's got walks on his card. A walk will get the lead run, or the tie run at the plate. 56 is a bouncer to second. Their second baseman is Tyson at 2E27, and he makes the play. And with 2 outs in the 8th, it's I didn't want to say Gary Maddox. It's Vic Correll for his 4th trip to the plate. Vic Correll bounces to first. So the Phillies are given a good game, knowing that 2 of their all-stars are injured, and it'll go to the 9th. Willoughby's good against lefties, so he'll pitch through to Hegan at least. Enzo Hernandez, 2-4, pops the second. They're going to pull Enzo now and put Ozzie Smith in there with his gold glove. Plays short the rest of the game. Mike Hegan at first base. 2-9 is a bouncer to second, and with 2 outs, it'll be Ashby. 5-10, catcher's card. This is Bob Boone at catcher, and that inning is over. Okay, well, 9th inning. Boa, Gross, Lazinski. They're going to pull Downing after 2 great setup innings with the hold, and here bring in their closer, Steve Foucault. Let's take a look at it. Steve Foucault, the closer of the Padres, trying to get a split. It'll be Boa, Gross, Lazinski in the 9th. Here we go. All right, Boa. 3-6, flies to right. Greg Gross, 55, bounces to short. This is Ozzie Smith. His defense is right there, 1E27. And he makes the play. And with 2 outs, it's Lazinski. Let's show you his card. This is 77 Lazinski card. But a home run won't help you here. You need to get on base at least, though. Greg Lazinski with 2 outs in the 9th inning. 1-9 is a strikeout. And yes, the San Diego Padres have won today's game by a score of 6-4. And they split 4 games with the Phillies. The Phillies were hindered by the losses of Maddox and Schmidt in that game. Willoughby in 2 innings was perfect. Carlton was sloppy, gets the loss. Gave up 10 hits and 6 runs. Bad 3rd and 5th innings spelled doom. 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. Foucault gets a save, strikes out a guy. Nice 2 innings of work for Al Downing, a hit and a K. And the winner is Dave Freislavin. Struggled in the 5th, hung in there. Freislavin gets up 9 hits and 4 runs. We had an error in that inning. I think we had just 1 earned run, and he walked 2 and struck out 4. 6-10, 4-10, 2-4, 2-6. So, there you go. That is game 4. Give it up to the Padres. They're not so hopeless. And the Phils, during this era, were winning the National League East like every year, pretty much. This is the golden era of the Phillies. So, let's see what the damage is. I'll start with the Phillies. In splitting 4 games with the Padres, they still find themselves 11-4 in first place in the National League East, hitting .286 with a .404 ERA. And the Padres are making themselves relevant, and good for them. They got some good players here. They have Randy Jones on this team. Foucault's a good closer. They have again, we saw what Bobby Bonds can do. Grubb's got a great card. Lynn Jones at 296. So they're much better than the previous version of the Padres you saw. They're now 7-8, hitting .247. That should be improving. With a .416 team ERA. And what this does in the National League West, really, they're 2 games out of first. Up for grabs. National League West is pretty mediocre this time around, for whatever reason. Meanwhile, in the East, the Phils, no big deal. The National League East is got the Mets with a great pitching, of course. Braves and Marlins are stumbling out of the gate. So that's it. This has been a 1976, 77, 78, 79 regular season game. I hope you enjoyed the fall league so far, and we'll continue the league till it wraps up sometime in December. And then the long, cold winter begins. We'll see you next time.